This is a learning process. Come on down, friend. Come on down.
Dark-haired licensees with your best idea, come down front.
Best idea. Best idea. Come on down front. Best idea. Best idea. All right.
They went by my roots.
Ritz.
The poor gentleman. Please don't make me do this.
Don't make me do it.
Okay, gang, if you will, since time is of the essence, we've got our camera. Mike, how we doing? Doing good?
Thanks.
And by the way, just to let you know, a lot of y'all in past classes have said this has been the eye-opener of the best idea you learned from today. And what's really great is, how do y'all think the interchange with arbitration was fabulous? Are y'all with me? The questions, the different points you made definitely were right on. And if you will, give us maybe the best idea y'all learned today from your group. And give us your name, if you will, and the town that you live in at this time.
Scott McTuck in Rock Hill with Piedmont Regional Association Realtors. The biggest thing that really we decided was not mixing ethics during arbitration was a real big eye-opener for us.
Keeping them separate.
I'm Steve Ginsberg. I'm with Keller Williams, and I live in Mount Pleasant. And we think the best idea was using the code of ethics as your marketing tool.
Explain.
Well, it's you basically you're talking to someone, and as far as marketing, like everybody does all of the stuff that they put in a regular presentation, a listing presentation, but saying that here's me, this is what I live by, you're buying me, and trust, where trust was so high among everybody. I think that's what I try and portray to everybody. That you're getting me, you have to trust me, and this is what I live by.
I think we decided that the best tool that we could take away was the procuring cost checklist if we're in an arbitration.
Your name?
Ken Middleton, Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Why checklist? Why?
Because then you're not all over the place. You just can go down the list and you see the ebb and flow of the evidence and also the results. At least you have a framework to go by, and you're not saying, well, this is why I feel this way or I think this way. You've got everybody on the same sheet of music. You've got a course to follow.
Objective, organized. Hi there, your name?
Tracy Richardson, Fort Mill, Piedmont Association of Realtors. And I think our number one thing that we came out of it was a reminder of to go first to each other and then to mediation. It doesn't have to be file a complaint and just everybody get in the wad in the beginning. They go through the way it used to be prior to hardship. So.
Firm to firm, big to big, resolve it at Hardee's with a cup of coffee and sausage biscuit. Okay, good. Sausage biscuits could help resolve commission disputes. Hi there.
Hey, I'm Brenda Jakes with Carolina One in Charleston, and my group actually said the same thing, to communicate bic to bic and resolve issues before you have to go to arbitration.
Rather than write you up, let's talk. Great, good, okay.
I'm Sarah Drucker, Security Realty, Columbia, South Carolina. And our group decided that we need to make sure we explain everything to our client before we set out to show them houses.
Full disclosure, what you're signing. Hi.
Hi. I'm Colleen Cousins, and I'm with PRAR in Rock Hill. And our idea was that the initial forms in arbitration, mediation, ethics, complaints determine how effective the action is. Fill out the forms, have them filled out completely, and understand what you're signing.
Hey, Michael Bruce, something Board of Realtors. We said, mirrored what they said down there about the using the code of ethics as in our documentation.
My name's Tom Daniel, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and our group came up with the atmosphere of accountability, taking all of those words that come off of the white sheets of paper and making people accountable, making them understand what they really mean.
Informed consent, accountability. Great.
Owen Tyler with Charleston, South Carolina. We said to communicate with everyone. Ask lots of questions and pick up the phone instead of necessarily sending a text or an email.
Christina Ellis, Somerville, South Carolina, and kind of repetitive, but using the code of ethics as a marketing tool. I think it's fantastic to be able to say, hey, I'm not worried about this. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm confident about it.
Very good. Thank you.
Michael Gobin, Charleston Trident Association. Of course, number one was using the code of ethics in your marketing, but also important to us was number two, was to explore the opportunity to go after the buyer-client first before going after the co-op broker, to see if it can lead to either a mediation or at least protect the reputation of realtors in the future.
Hi, Dave Sansom, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Similar to what Mike said, just identifying who the quarrel is actually between and making sure that we're not taking a shortcut or the path of least resistance to keep the two actual feuding parties from settling the issue.
Very good point.
Christy Bash from Florence, South Carolina, and the PD Realtors. We thought the best idea was to try to mediate, encourage mediation, and try not to involve either the buyer, client, or the seller in a dispute.
Hey, I'm Deborah Griggs from the Greater PD, Florence, South Carolina. And we felt like, even though we didn't get into it, the NAR worksheet, if you have a question and you're not sure who needs to be blamed, if you go through that worksheet and you give that to somebody else, that could keep a mediation from going any further too, so that you could see exactly who's at fault.
Parameters and guidelines.
What a great idea. You're saying that maybe that to the members of our association we should say, before you file your procuring cause complaint,
Yeah, look at
here's
this
the worksheet we're going to
yeah.
use to evaluate the claim?
Because, I mean, when you get emotionally involved, you kind of lose sight of some of those.
Thank you.
Hi, Mary Broughton with Sumter Board of Realtors, and we also said that the mediation should be the first step. It just would cut through all the chase.
Corwin Millett with the Charleston Trident Association. This is a repeat of using the code of ethics in your marketing up front with your buyer clients as well as your seller clients. Let them know what a realtor is and what is different about a realtor than just the average practitioner, and what you subscribe to, what you're going to uphold in working with them and meeting their interests and their needs.
Very good. Hi.
I'm Cindy Jones, Irmo, South Carolina. We decided mediation was the most important thing we learned about communicating with each other before you, and trying to work it out. And then also maybe as realtors to actually take a course on mediation just to help us in our everyday interactions, you know.
Course, class. Great, good.
Hi, Kathy Place, live in Irmo, Coldwell Banker. The one concept that was new to us that we took away is that we went up in the public opinion polls. Yay. Now, but on top of that, we also agreed with the gentleman down the line that determining who the parties are when you go to mediation is obviously the first most important thing.
Very good. Thank you, Kathy.
Hi, Bruce McMillan with Coastal Carolina Association of Realtors. We went with mediation as well. Truly, the only ones that ever win in court are the attorneys. Mediation's a good way.
Sandy Stone, Charleston Board of Realtors, and we went with the ethics at the presentations for listings and buyer agency agreements, along with the preamble.
Ethics up front for both listings and buyers. Good.
Shelby King with the local board in Columbia, and our group agreed that encouraging mediation was very important, and also we had a discussion about how our local board can best facilitate that.
How could your local associate facilitate that goal of mediation education and awareness?
Yes, when folks call in to, they want to arbitrate,
Or write you up?
How to advise them and lead them toward that mediation process.
Oh, great. A plan. Okay, great. Good. Hi there.
Hey, I'm John Smith with Coldwell Banker here in Columbia, and we're like a broken record. We're talked about using our ethics in terms of our listing and marketing, being very intentional with our buyers, and being very clear and deliberate about what the contract says up front. So.
Very good.